This video is the blueprint to writing a blog and how often to do it. So you need to go to your domain name and /wp-login, and if it's got a blog in at the end of an ordinary domain, it'll probably be blog/login, and it will then take you to this. So your username and your password. I always tell it to remember me, quite often it forgets, but hey, that's fine. So we're going to log in. And then we're going to create a blog. So it's going to be a post, and you're going to be adding a new. So your most important things are in the top, in your title, and you may want to think about putting a hashtag for whatever it is that you're talking about. You then need to write 500 words in this part here. If you're adding a picture, when you've started typing and you have paragraphs, come back and put the pictures in afterwards, but go to Add Media. And if you've got it on your computer or you've got it housed online, you can just go click Select Files for your computer and you can find it wherever it happens to be. So let's just pick any old picture from on here. What have we got? That will do. And you click Open. Now before you actually put the picture in, remember that you need to put a title in, so make sure you're thinking your keywords here. So if you're talking about a particular method of doing something, write what it is in there and put it in the alternate text as well. Don't put it in the caption area unless you want it to appear on the screen, and do think about putting a description in. Then decide where it's going to be, left, middle or right. What size are you going to have it? And is this going to be the featured image as well? If it is, click featured image first and then insert in the post. Now, if you've gone to Google and typed Creative Commons license and then the search term that you wanted for a picture that you're going to use that belongs to somebody else, you should put the link of where you got the picture from here, and perhaps in the caption you could put a credit to where it's come from. Then click Insert into Post. If you decide you want to move that picture, just click on it and edit the image or delete the image. Edit will take you back to where you've just been, and you can change the details there and maybe make it a little bit smaller. And then just click Update. And if you're going to put a video into something that you're doing, I always type it first, put a line of X's, and then go and get my source code to add my source code in. So you will need to switch it to the HTML view, and then you will need to go and get your video from wherever you were using it from. I would put it on YouTube first, or find it on YouTube first, depending on what it is you're doing. And let's just find some video that you might want to put in. So I'm going to pick this one, and what we actually want is the embed code. So we click Share, then we click Embed, then we decide how big is it going to be. So that's a standard one. You might want it smaller depending on what it is you're doing with it. Then if you click Ctrl and A to highlight it all, Ctrl and C to copy it all, go back to your post, you're in the HTML view, highlight your X's, and Ctrl and V will paste it. When you switch back to the visual view, you will see that it's there. And then you can decide if you wanted it centered, left or right. If you want to put a link into anything whilst you're typing, just highlight the word or the paragraph you're typing and click on the insert link, and then you can put the title and the link to where you're linking there. You're looking at 500 words, and then think about other things that will be relevant to what you've already written. Now, over on the right hand side you have the Zamanta plugin, which will help you find pictures and also other content that is similar to what you've been talking about. When you've finished, you can either save draft before you do the next stage, or you can just move down and look at getting your keywords correct. Now, this would be the title. If you put in your focus keyword here of what you want to be found for, then it will check underneath whether it's in the title and in your content and in the page URL. Until you publish it, you probably won't see it there, but as long as you've got it in the title, the way your blog is set up, it will automatically on here do it. So your SEO title and your meta description on here. Then you're going to come across to tags, and you're going to add in the same tags as what you're talking about. You can see that your featured image is already there at the bottom, and then you decide which category does this belong in. If you have a rotator, you will probably always put it in latest, but other than that, pick the category that your blog post belongs in and it will automatically go in there. So then get ready to post. Are you going to publish it immediately, or are you going to schedule it for when it's going to go out? And that's it really. So your title is the most important part, then your first 50 words, then the next 450 words, your links at the bottom, any pictures or video you want to make it easier and a more pleasurable experience, your keywords, your categories, your tags, and getting it ready for SEO. You should be doing at least one blog a week after you've got it set up with quite a few blogs on there. And you can check people are looking at other content by, in your dashboard, you have count per day, which is just here. It's going to get upset with me now because I haven't saved this. And the count per day will show you two things. It will show you with the blue line what's been read, and with the red line how many visitors in that day. And just keeping a little bit of an eye on here will tell you lots. So you can see your most visited posts, you can see visitors per post, you can see the browsers that people are coming in on, you can see which country they're from, and you can then see where they're coming from. So, start with your dashboard. Go to posts and add new. And I look forward to seeing what you do.